Okay, so I brought all these lawnmowers in. Time for some small engine tune-up. These two are from rental properties. In one of my other videos, I picked that one up from a rental, and this one too. And this is one of the two tractors that we use here at the acreage. So they all need a tune-up. A couple of them need some repairs. This needs a wire to the radiator here. Show you how to fix that free. That one might need a new pull cord. This one actually as well. So we'll clean them up. We'll tune them up. Might clean the carbs out. Certainly with stuff to get old gas out and make sure they're all running. This one needs a battery, so I'll put a battery in that. And I also have a couple of pressure washers that I got. Also was left in. Actually, this one's mine. I've had this one for quite a while, and I hope it didn't freeze, but I'll have to check that out. Make sure it didn't freeze solid. And then this one actually was left at a rental house, and I never actually tried it. It looks like a halfway decent machine, and if it hasn't frozen and gotten cracked inside, hopefully we can try to make it work again. So that's where we're at. We got a bunch of stuff here to do, and I'm gonna get started. So let's start with the easy one here. This one was running last year. Just hopefully needs a battery. And that's it. And charging this battery. Not sure if it's still any good. These batteries are the worst. They're expensive, and a lot of times they crap out in a season or two. But let's see what happens here. I've had it on the charger. I guess we'll see. I could check and see if it has any voltage. Why don't I just do that first? I'll just check and see if it has voltage before I even bother hooking it up. And if it doesn't, I can either jump start this all the time, which would be a pain, or I can switch on the battery from the snowmobile. I'm going to park the if I'm going to park the snowmobile all winter, I might as well pull the battery out of that one and use it. Yeah, see, that only has, I don't know if you can you see that? Oh, now it's showing nothing. It was showing 3. Holy, how can it have 0? Shocker. Wow, went to 0. Didn't it actually have 0? No, now it has 3. It just doesn't want to stand up like that for some reason. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. I must have a short somewhere in here. What do I have a short in here? Yeah, shows 3.2. But not when I stand it up. Well, there you go. 3.26 volts, so that battery's no good. So I'm going to pull the one out of the snowmobile and put it in here, and we'll drag the snowmobile out and put it in the shed. There's a few videos of me working on the snowmobile over the winter. Got it running, and then ended up with a fuel problem. And then we ran out of time, snow, and energy, and the fuel problem never got sorted out. So next winter I guess in the fall, I'll be doing the same thing, getting back to this and making sure that the fuel is running at full capacity so that it used to run well. Everything in it is fine. It's got good compression, and I just did the clutch in one of those videos. Rebuilt the carburetors twice in one of those videos, and everything is sorted, but the gas, I'm thinking it's the vacuum pump, pulse pump. Alright, so this is a tiny little battery. Let's see if it's strong enough for the mower. Here. Supposed to be down. Supposed to be in. Supposed to be down there. Look at that. Like I said, that was the easy one. These ones here are going to take a little bit more effort and work. So let's put these pressure washers over here for now. Actually, maybe I should try to make one of those work first so I can pressure wash these mowers. That's what we'll do. We'll work on this pressure washer here first. If I can make those work, then I can pressure wash the mowers. Alright, so these are the two pressure washers that I have. I think I mentioned the red one I bought quite a long time ago. Blue one, somebody left it in one of the rental houses. And this one used to work pretty good, but it's missing now a connector that connects the hose to the back. So I bought this one. Not sure if that's going to work, but all we can do is test it out. Doesn't seem quite tight enough. But anyways, let's go put it on a hose and see what happens. What are my chances? Slim. Look how goosey that is. I say that squirts out water immediately. That was pretty fast. Interestingly, it kind of was squirting out the back though, instead of out the coupley part. Try that again. Does not appear to be the right coupler. Different size coupler. Oh, hey, look. There's actually a. Oh, look. There's actually. I think there's a hose thing there, like right here. If I take this off, that actually might be a hose. Might go right on there. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, that's just a coupler, like an extra coupler, just to make your life harder. This is a regular hose fitting under here. Of course, like the other one, it seems to be a male. The coupler is a female. And I'm not sure why they do that. Yeah, that's a hose thread there. And then for some stupid reason they've got them kind of backwards, so the only way to attach these, so now I don't need that, take that back I guess. The only way to attach these is, where did I put it? Oh, I figured this out. Washing machine hose, because a washing machine hose is female on both ends, kind of like a lesbian friends type of deal. So if I put that on here, of course it's also way indented like that. I don't know why they would do that either, so you can't hardly get your fingers in there. have this hose pliers. It's good for picking things like that. These are actually super helpful. Grab all kinds of hoses, pull them off, push things on. I digress. So there you go, and now I can put the female onto my male hose. Hey look, it's already working without pressure. Good sign. Okay, the handle is broken, but they're using replaceable. Actually had to replace it somewhere. See that? So replace that handle. Could be in business here. We got water coming out. Okay, so I'm just going to change that handle and we'll be good to go. It's actually a halfway decent machine. Simon Eyes, who makes it. Decent rollers on it. Both holes and electrical. See a new handle, this one. Alright, so this is the Noma from one of the rental houses. You might remember from the rental house video. You might look back in my video list about that. I grabbed this one from the little house that the girl lives at, and she has one of her own, she has her own lawnmower now. She got one from her mom, so this one's going to be a spare. So I just checked and added a bit of oil. It looks like I might have overfilled it a hair. Just takes so little oil. It's quite incredible. So it looks like I got it on the F of the full, which is just above that line there. So I'm going to suck a bit out, and the gas smells pretty bad. It's been sitting there a while, so let's drain some of that out. Drain all of it out. There we go, now it's right on that add mark there. Perfect. A couple other things that this machine needs. Number one, the throttle or choke here is held on by a string. That's not great. And the start and no start, this goes to the baler up here, has been jimmied a few times here. It's connected there, it's connected up here. It's quite a mess. So we'll pull that off and I'll show you how to fix that. That's fairly easy to fix with some mechanics wire. Oh, actually, the motor on here is a Briggs and scrap iron. No, Briggs and Stratton. Father-in-law calls it a big Briggs and scrap iron. Thought that was funny. Get that off there. Little screw right there. Something smaller than that. Alright, so what you do to fix these ruined baler twines, rather than just jimmy it or zip tying it or anything like that, you can fix it pretty easily just with some mechanics wire. Always keep a roll of this around. I've had this probably for 20 years. Seems to last forever. So just take this out of here. And just straighten some of this wire out. Make sure you don't kink it. And run it back through here. Make sure it's straight. Okay. Alright, and then up on this side, just give yourself a little extra here. I like to put a piece of shrink tubing on here, so when I wrap it back on itself up here where the hands are, you can protect yourself. Bring your baler up, make it taut. Lines are in. Shrink tube in there, shrink it down. Uh-oh, we're out of juice. You know what happened is I used it all up when I was cutting the rope for the swing chair on the deck. That's another video. Fill her up. There we go, back in business. Perfect. Need to find a spring for that, and always good to have a good assortment of springs. That one's definitely going to be too big. But I got a whole bunch of new ones here. But this one here looks like it could be the right length. That one there looks like it has both. Let's try that one in there. Not quite strong enough. Almost. If I hooked it back here, for sure it would be, but it needs to hook right there. I could make a bracket to make it hook back here. Let's see if I have a stronger one. Same length, but stronger. Alright, I'm going to go with this one because I think once it gets right there, it's going to be perfect. Okay. Now, last thing is this rope. Looks pretty bad. Looks like it wants to come apart. So this is pretty frayed right there where it hits the edge there all the time, but because the spring is already a little touch loose, I think what I'll do rather than change it, I bought these ropes, but as everybody knows, you gotta take the whole top cover off and everything to change that out. It's not that bad, so I'm just going to pull it through the handle here, pop it off, and restring it a bit shorter. Back through here. There. Now there's no frayed spot there. Should be good. Alright, let's put this back together. First things first is the primer tube. Go down right into the carb there. Okay. Gas tank, fuel hose. There we go. All right, let's button it up. Alright, so this is the other one. Got that red one going. It's a little weak it seems, but it's going. So check the oil on this one. This oil seems pretty low. Just barely okay, so just add a lot of touch to that. Ooh, it's full of gas. Didn't smell the worst. See if we get lucky on this one. These cables are totally deformed. Alright, so I'm just going to blow this one out while I'm waiting for the new one. Kind of a good little unit, easy to work with there. Okay, and then we'll just get a little drain the gas out of the carb, make sure that's clear. All right, let's check the spark. Not sure if you'll be able to see it from there. Should be able to see it from here. Look right there. I don't see spark. Oh, you know what I don't have? The baler. Don't have this clipped. Gotta have that clipped. There. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. Now we can see spark. Turn it this way a bit. Maybe you can see it better from the camera angle. Okay, now we got spark, definitely. Alright. Compression stroke. Fingers crossed, because I need to get this back to the rental house. The grass is growing and they need to cut the grass. Or I need to cut it the first time for them. Alright, here we go. Alright, it seems to run okay. The blade is chewed up. Both ends chewed up. Let's see if we can't knock that down a bit. Okay, just run a grinder on this, both sides. Super sharp. Still ragged, but sharp. Could knock that down a bit more. There's a lot of water in there. Wow. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a lot of water. This line here, it's got the gas underneath and the water line on top. You can see it going all around the edge. So I just dumped the gas that was in that gas can out, and look what I got. That's like mostly water. Well, not mostly, but there's a lot of water in there. That bucket was clean. And then I just took that last little bit that was in that gas can out. And last winter there was a frozen block of what I thought was gas in there, but I'm guessing it was water. Wow. So I just filled this up yesterday. I'm guessing I'm going to have to drain it right out. Alright, I'm going to clean this all up. Well, I guess that's it for grass cutting today anyways. Here comes the rain. Okay, fresh gas throughout the system. Will it run? Keep the water out of your gas, people. I'm not sure how that happened. Look how much is in the bucket here. Like, I'm not sure what all that contamination is. I mean, that looks like water, that clear spot down at the bottom. But what's all this orange stuff? Almost looks like fish eggs. Look at that. That's a lot of junk. Is that water as well? I can't decide whether the orange stuff is the water or the clear stuff is the water. But anyways, there was a lot of water in that tank and in the gas can. Maybe it was condensated from the winter, and also in this in the poor little carburetor in this thing. So cleaned it all out, as you saw. Now she runs again.